Welcome to the Burn Boot Camp podcast, guys. Thank you for joining. I'm Matt Morris. I have a special guest in here. Her name's Ashley Reile. I'm going to let her introduce herself in a second, but we and her go back a long way. This will be a free-flowing conversation. She'll probably give me a lot of crap. I'll probably give her a lot of crap. If you saw the Lindsay Treadway podcast, Ashley Reile is like that person too. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
So if anyone doesn't know who you are, let them know who you are, where you're from, how many kids you have, background.
Well, first of all, you said I'm a special guest. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I always am special. I feel that way.
I better put that term in there.
My name's Ashley Reile. Everyone calls me Reile. Looks like Riley, but it's Reile. Live in Cornelius. 3 kids, married, and Burn member for what, like 4 years?
4 years, yeah. We'll get into that.
But
you're from originally upstate New York, right?
I'm originally from upstate New York, snow country, outside of Buffalo. Recruited my family to come down in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about your burn journey 4 years ago. It seems like longer than that.
Way longer.
For me, I think the COVID, I always say the COVID year is like 2 years. So how did you get started with burn initially? And then what was the hook? Like what hooked you to get like, I kind of like this place?
Yeah. I was always like, I had my eye on burn for a while, but I was a working mom, 3 kids. After my 3rd baby, I'm like, all right, I got to do something for me because I work full time, chasing these kids around, had my kids fairly close in age. I'm like, what am I doing for myself so I don't go crazy? If you're a mom with kids, you know, if you know, you know. So I've been seeing burn on social media. I feel like they were stalking me to like, come to burn, try burn. So I got hooked on a trial. So I tried a trial.
What year was this?
2019, so right after Bubs.
Okay.
And this was when Cornelius had the separate location. So the smaller location at Cornelius, I got hooked on a trial. Come try, went with a friend, and it was really hard. I was intimidated. I was in the back row, you know, just watching what everyone does. And then I just started to really like it. Started getting better at the workouts. Started moving myself towards the front, getting more confident.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever seen you in the back row.
No,
before.
I don't like the back row. So yeah, then after my trial was done, I signed a membership and didn't really look back. And
then it's into like Norman. Now I'm trying to remember the first time I trained you.
Yeah, you were the head trainer.
Yeah, early. Ashley Reile, she's a Rooster Crew person, so she goes early in the morning. So if anyone goes to 5:30 in the morning, that's the camp I trained, and then she was that. I'm trying to remember. I feel like you were in the front row and like Norman for sure. When we transitioned to something like that, and this might hit for you, a couple of you guys, the people that you meet at Burn Boot Camp. So I know your like best friends are now at Burn Boot Camp, but those people you didn't know before.
No.
Right? So
I knew no one.
Talk about that.
I knew no one, and that was probably the most intimidating part. Like, I would hate when they would say, find a partner, find a partner. And I would just say, oh my God, I know no one. This is so embarrassing. Brings you back to like childhood, like last person picked on a kickball team. But then I just started putting myself out there, meeting new people. I have the type of personality where I make, you know, I don't meet a stranger. I'm always talking to someone in the grocery line.
No.
And so, yeah, I just started meeting people that way. I think Burn does a really good job of pushing you outside of your comfort zone in more than one way, including even simple things like find a partner.
Yeah.
So that's how I started conversations with some girls, and then
now you literally, those are like your best friends.
My
now.
girls, yes. And then it turned into like parking lot. Do you remember parking lot workouts?
Yep.
And that's when I met like Monica and the girls now.
Yep. And then transition into, you guys might have seen her if you've been doing Burn Boot Camp live for the last 3 or 4 years. Reile was a huge part of that. Talk us about the difference. So if anyone's watching this and thinking like, maybe I'm thinking about coming down to North Carolina and doing a workout on live.
Come.
What's the main difference between a live workout and an in-camp workout?
Do I tell the real truth?
Heck yeah.
Okay, so let me talk to you about how I first started with the live. So it used to be where members could sign up on Facebook.
That's
Remember?
Right. Yeah.
There was like a sign up doc where you could volunteer yourself to go on the live workout. And you were kind of not training them at the point in time. Devin was training. So I'm like, you know what? F it. I'm going to do it. Like, I'm going to try it. I'm probably going to suck. Put me in mod down. But I did it. It was the hardest, most intimidating thing I've done.
What was the protocol?
I don't remember. I want to say it was something upper body.
Oh, really?
He had us doing some crazy push-ups. So did that. And I'm like, I like this because you get like a different type of energy and adrenaline going when you're live. So then I think shortly after that, I was asked to become more of a permanent fixture with the live workouts. The biggest difference is obviously more of a personal training setting. So like you're there and there's 4 of us. But also now that you have the at-home people, you have a different set of community that's also watching you. So you want to kind of show out. You want to try to put your best foot forward because people are watching back. Yeah. And you don't want to look like a chump, although sometimes, I do. I go into the thing called the white room or walk off set and you call me out. Come on back. Come on back.
There's nowhere to hide if you do a workout in the studio.
There's nowhere to hide. Whereas in the gym, you could go to I call it the hydration station, get a drink of water every 5 minutes. So the workouts I think are harder here.
All right.
Yeah.
What is so this might have changed since you started into now. What's your favorite protocol to do? Mm-hmm. And then what is your least favorite, but you still got to do it?
Ugh. Okay. So there's a couple parts to this.
Okay.
Favorite protocol, I would say Meetcon, just because it involves weights and it's the hardest for me, I think. But I like burst because I love a 30-second situation.
Who doesn't?
But I'm becoming more of a protocol snob. Not necessarily what the workout is, but the format. So give me a partner workout, hands down my favorite because I'm working to try to keep up with my partner or to push my partner. That for me is very motivational. So yeah, but least favorite, you already know.
Leg day?
Yes. Unpopular opinion. I hate leg day, but I'm hating it less.
Yes. So let's talk about that. So I think, and I'm going to try and go back to when I first started training you. Obviously, when I first started training you, really hated leg day.
Really hated it.
But I think, and I tell people all the time, leg day is a love-hate relationship, but it's going to take some time, especially to do every single movement right on leg day. Leg day can sometimes be a lot of technical exercises where you got to put your body in the right position to not hurt your lower back or use muscles that aren't your legs. And that's taking you, it took me a long time to do as well. You got to do a lot of reps and a lot of sets to figure out how to move properly. And I think that's what happened with you. But now, you are starting to love it because you're doing it better.
Love is strong.
You hate it less.
Hate it less.
Because your form and the way you move has gotten a lot better.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And you say it a lot on leg day. I think sometimes for me to hear, these are the reps that are going to change your body. Yeah. Leg day takes time. Once you start seeing your body change, then you'll learn to love it. You've said that before, and that stuck with me. And I am seeing change now, 3-4 years after the fact, picking up the heavier weights when I don't want to, pushing past the pain, saying a lot of F words. But I am seeing change, and that motivates me to keep going.
And we just had a podcast talking about the saying no pain, no gain.
Yeah.
And she hit on the point of the good amount of pain. So I think when Reile first started, she might have been doing exercises where it was painful in the wrong way because she wasn't moving properly, but you work with your trainer to do the exercises right. And then the good pain feels different. That burn in the muscle gets so intense where you want to quit and you push past that to do the last couple reps. And those are the ones that will eventually change your body.
Yeah. And a lot of times you say, and the trainers at Lake Norman Burns say, the last 4 or 5 reps, if you're not winded and struggling, then the weight's not right. And that also sticks with me during my workout. I always ask, can I pick up 5 pounds, 10 pounds heavier? And I do.
Yeah.
So
let's hit on this. This topic also comes up a lot, and you're the perfect person to ask because this doesn't happen to you a lot, is judging workouts by how sore you get. Right? So I said this on a previous podcast about everyone's body is different. And judging a workout, well, how sore you get can sometimes be misleading. And I'm sure when Real first started working out at Burn Boot Camp 4 years ago, she's probably really, really sore all the time. But she goes to camp 5-6 days a week, right? And over years, that soreness has dissipated, but that doesn't mean she's still not getting the results she wants. Because if you look at the weights from the weights she's using now compared to the weights she used when she first started, they're like black and white. But she's getting less sore because she works out, and then the progression you make is it takes more time to get. So talk about how, because it kind of can mess with your mind. A lot.
Yeah, it does. It actually, can I say pisses me off?
Yeah. Okay. So talk through that.
So
if anyone else is going through the same thing.
Matt, I'll give you credit, is like really good if you have like a specific question. Like you're good with like feedback, like through Instagram and messages. And I would, like you said earlier, I would get so sore at the beginning of my burn journey where I could not walk down the stairs. It would hurt so bad. And at first I'm like, God, is this normal? And then I would start to like the feeling of being sore. And then like Matt just said, like over time, I would not feel sore. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, did I not use heavy enough weights? And then it's taken me time and coaching from you to say, it's okay. You're working hard. You don't need to feel soreness. Everyone's body reacts differently. So yeah, it is like a mental thing where when I hear people say, oh my God, I'm so sore from that leg day. And I'm like, I want to feel sore from leg day. Why am I not sore? But I know now I'm, more mature with my fitness journey that I worked hard. I had a good workout. I lifted heavy. I did what I could do. And my body's just adapting to that.
What was the thing that made you finally realize that? Was like hearing the same thing from me or whoever? Like, because I can't just tell you that once. Be like, okay, yeah.
Well, it's like the compare. What's that? Like the compare
is the thief of joy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I can't compare like my body and my journey and my workout to like what everyone else is saying. And I'm not the only one. I mean, not everyone is sore after every workout. So, but it took time.
It's not just either soreness too, like comparing how, like we also talked about this, people sweat differently, right? I'm not going to compare how much sweat someone produces to how much sweat I am. Doesn't mean they're working harder or less harder than I am. Or some people gain muscle easier. Some people lose weight easier. Some people's genetics are a lot differently. I mean, if you've seen Ashley's arms, like she has great arms,
They're
right?
Covered today.
She might have had those her whole life, but it doesn't mean she doesn't work hard for them. So it's a tough thing not to compare yourself. Especially in a group fitness atmosphere where there's other people around. And I'm sure on day one at Burn, when you were in the back row, you probably were like looking around and be like, man, these chicks are in shape.
I was checking everyone out, and I don't want to say competition, but I would say, oh, I want to be able to keep up with that girl in a couple weeks, or I want to be able to do like 20 push-ups like that girl can do. So it's not competition, but it's like, it's good because it sets kind of your personal like goals and ambitions for.
So what keeps you coming back to Burn? So like, obviously when you first start out, you're getting results a lot quicker, right? You've been with Burn going on 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
It's 2024. What's the thing that makes you still coming back, still coming up with new ways to challenge yourself? What are those things for you?
Well, definitely the community that I have behind me, like the people. I don't show up for the people. I obviously show up for myself. But one thing that Burn has that I think is unique are the protocols and the workouts. Like I'm not doing the same workout every day. It's something different. It's something new. And the environment is just so encouraging. Like why wouldn't you want to show up for 45 minutes and have fun? I mean, I have fun. I dance, I sing, I high five. I definitely like
sometimes you need that. I mean, as a trainer at 5:30 in the morning, I'm going to need that from people.
I'm waking you up. And if this playlist isn't playing, then I'm going to tell you next song. But it's a community and it's something different. And like I love a routine. So if I'm not hitting 5:30, my day is off. So yeah.
So Ashley Reel's into fashion as well. I'm not a fashion person. So if anyone, what are the best, what do you like to work out in? Because sometimes for me, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
If I'm not wearing the stuff that I feel good in, I feel like my workout, it's like a mental thing that my workout can't be as good. So
That's a fun fact about you.
yeah.
We didn't know this.
Yeah,
Did
like
you know this? I
like
didn't.
that's why on leg day I got to wear black because it's like an attitude in my mind. Like, all right, this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna dress in all black. I'm ready to go, like a leg day soldier.
Okay, I like that.
So what are some things you like to work out in for anyone that's like maybe it does matter what I wear?
Well, I think it does. You've said it. This is another thing you say that sticks with me. If you look good, you feel good.
And you work out good.
And you work out good.
Yeah.
Your workout. And I think there really is some truth to that. Like over the new year, I purged a lot of my old workout stuff because if I'm not wearing it, it's got to go. And I am more motivated if I have a cuter outfit or like a new sports bra or like fun leggings.
I'm not a female, but I agree with that. I think most females would agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, we like to look cute. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Even though Burn is primarily female, I see a cute girl in a cute sports bra. I'm gonna go ask her where she got it. Leggings are probably number one when it comes to working out. Like leggings,
so that matters.
1,000 matters, especially if it's a cardio day. You have certain leggings that you need for your cardio camps.
Which are what?
They got to be high waisted. They got to be tight. I mean, they have to be black.
Okay.
I can't wear a colored legging on a cardio camp because.
What about a strength day?
Strength day, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but the shoes have to be right. So on leg day, you got to have the right shoes.
I was going to say, do you line up? So you look at the protocol that comes out on Sunday. Do you line up your workout outfits?
Oh, I might need to start actually. I used to.
You used to?
I used to. But now it's like grab a black legging, grab a fun tank top. My shoes, you have my favorite shoes on. Meetcons are just like greater than.
Yeah.
They're basically the Burn shoe. You can wear them on all workouts.
Nike, if you ever watch any of this, let's go.
If you don't have them too, like get a pair right there.
Burn blue.
The blue are real good, but black are great too.
What questions do you have for me? Because again, you like to give me, you like to give it to me sometimes.
I do.
Put me on the spot.
Okay. Well, first of all, we all need to know. Well, happy birthday.
Oh yeah, we are shooting this on my birthday. I'm 21, by the way.
Happy birthday!
36.
As my eyes roll to the back of my head.
36.
Did you do your birthday burpees?
So today was leg day. I did. We held a squat for how old I am, 36 seconds, and then we squatted reps for 36 seconds.
I don't know if that,
and then we held for 36 seconds.
That doesn't seem fair.
So
but
maybe next year I'll get my full burpees in 37.
Add it to the burpee bank.
Yeah.
Questions for you. I think we know your favorite protocol.
It's a tie. I think I would agree with Real. Like Meetcon. I think when I first showed up at Burn Boot Camp in 2017, like when I did my first Meetcon workout, I'm like, okay, this is different. This feels different during the workout and then afterwards how you feel. And the exercises. I think the exercises you do on Meetcon matter. Which I think I love all Meetcon exercises because you use your body weight and weights. But then obviously leg day.
Okay. Another question. You used to be a head trainer at a really busy camp time, but you worked your way on up.
Yes.
What do you miss about your old role as a head trainer?
That is a good question. I would say the relationships that I don't. For me, like personally, like to me to have a relationship with you, it's a proximity thing. Like I got to be around you all the time and talk to you. And I miss that because you would see the same people at the same time every day. And now if I pop up there randomly, like during noon camp and maybe someone that I used to train in the morning is at that camp, I can pick up a conversation with them pretty easily. But I would say just seeing the same people every day, asking them about their life outside of Burn Boot Camp, getting to know them outside of Burn Boot Camp, I think I would miss that. I don't miss my alarm going off at 4 a.m. Every day, but
that part never gets easier.
No, I would say the people.
The people.
Yeah, they're the best.
All right, last question. Nutrition.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Favorite Burn nutrition product and why?
Oh, well,
Honest answers only.
I don't think you've tried these yet.
Oh.
The new Afterburn bars.
Your new favorite product is something I haven't tried?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
These
Where's
new
my sample?
Guys, these new Afterburn bars are unbelievably good. They're new compared to the old ones. I'd say the best thing about it is there's 2 flavors right now. And the best thing is that they're consistent. So if you look at the nutrition label, like they're almost identical, even though they're the same, different flavors.
What are the flavors we need to know?
Cookies and cream.
Okay.
And triple chocolate.
Okay.
So if you're a chocolate person, triple chocolate would be yours. If you're like a cookies and cream, vanilla, Oreo type of person, cookies and cream would be yours. So
those are your favorite. I expect a bar when I leave.
Yeah. And then, creatine. So are you back on the creatine train yet? That's a no. Get on creatine, people. Improve your life. But if you listen to this podcast, go get the bars. Trust me, they're going to be your favorite protein bars you've ever tried.
Ooh,
and that is a statement.
Ever.
So I'll hook you up, though.
Thank you.
Okay. That's it?
I guess.
All right. Thank you for joining us.
Of course, it was fun. First podcast.
Leave us, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave us a comment. If you got questions for me or for real, put them in there. We'll answer them. Subscribe, like, share. Wherever you're listening to this podcast, leave us a review. And until next time.
Good reviews only, though, hopefully.
Good reviews only, yeah. Leave us questions. Where can they find you?
Oh, like, what do you mean? In the gym or my
like
handle?
Like your Instagram?
Oh, yeah. Well, like, shameless plug. Follow The Real Style. It's a fun page.
How do you spell it, though? They might spell real wrong.
Oh, Reile.
Okay.
But yeah, or if you're in the area, come work out with me. I get a lot of messages. They want to come work out. Find me at 5:30. Twist my arm to come to a later camp. I may, or like on a live workout. I'm going to be back.
Yep. So great, guys. Until next time, thank you, and we appreciate your guys' support as always. And we're going to take out. You want to take us out?
Okay. Yeah. 2 claps on 2. 1, 2.
Bye, guys.